You can try to escape Fuji, but the Fuji will never escape you. I have a confession to make. I recently sold my GRIIX and replaced it with the Fuji XM5. Yeah. So I was using Ricoh GR for some time. First the GR2, then the GR3, and then the GRIIX. And this camera is special, and well, you can see that some of the videos I've made on my channel dedicated to this camera, and well, it played a huge part in my photographer's life. So it was kind of hard to let go of the Ricoh, at least for now, because I don't think I will be parting the GR for forever. But for now, I thought the Fuji XM5 will just fit my photography and my shooting style a little better, I think. So for me, the camera is not just a tool, and as trivial or cliche it may sound, I think the camera has to just pinch that right spot. It has to resonate with my shooting style, with my general aesthetic feel, and you know, I just have to like the visual side of my camera when I take it with me every day, because it's like, well, it's kind of an accessory, and I have to feel good with it when I'm just, you know, carrying it around. It sounds stupid, I guess, but yeah, this is how it works with me, and I guess it won't change. So the main reason right now is I just like Fuji. I just like the system. I like the Fuji color science, and I like the design, which is, I think Fuji makes the best looking cameras right now. Well, maybe the Nikon ZF or the ZFC are kind of on par with that, but still the Fuji in terms of design is, in my opinion, the best looking camera series on the market right now. So I've ordered the XE5, but I actually canceled the order a few days ago. I think it's a beautiful camera, and for me it would be really cool, but I guess it's too expensive. For that price, I can't just justify myself to buy this kind of APS-C camera for that much money. So I've decided I can get a cheaper alternative, which is the XM5. And this camera is basically like a GR version of Fujifilm, especially if you put the 27mm lens on it. So that's the setup I'm using right now. It's the TT Artisan 27 2.8, which basically gives you the shooting experience of the GR3X, but with the Fujifilm's color science. So the XM5 doesn't have the viewfinder, so it's basically the same situation with the Ricoh GR, and I don't need the rangefinder for everyday shooting, for quick snaps, for street photography. I would love to have it, but it's not a deal breaker for me. So right now I'm okay that this camera doesn't have a viewfinder. And well, I'm not parting ways with the Ricoh, because we are just a step away from the Ricoh GR4, which will be back with the 18mm lens. So it will be like a 28mm equivalent. So it will be a great shooting experience for street photographers and for everyday photography, for documenting your life. So I'm definitely waiting for this camera. But for now, I will be just using the XM5 because I really like the experience I get with this camera. Well, you get the interchangeable lenses, and I love shooting the 40mm equivalent, which the GRIIIx gives me, and you know, the Viltrox, especially the 15mm that came out recently, the 15 1.7, which I reviewed as well. And it's great to have these two lenses, so you can shoot in different conditions. It's not as pocketable as a GR, of course, but it's still small, especially with the 27 pancake. And there's of course the Fuji recipe system, which you can also set on the XM5, and you can use the well, you can't use the film dial to select the recipes, but you can set it on custom mode, and you can save up to 3 recipes on the PSM dial, which is kind of stupid, but still you can use the 3 saved recipes. And for me it's enough right now, because I'm actually using well, every day I use just 2 recipes, and the third one is like a bonus, so it's okay for me to use just 2 or 3. I think it's a waste of dials, but yeah, it's just a point and shoot at this moment, so I don't really care. And well, it's not a big deal for me, and I think they should just let people save the recipes on the film dial through the firmware upgrade, just like they did on the XE5. I think it's possible. So Fuji, well, you can do it. Also, what I don't like is that the camera is like very plasticky. It's like a plastic fantastic camera, and it costs basically the same as the XT30 Mark II, which is all metal. And with the XM5, you're just getting the all plastic camera. So, well, the build quality is, if it's an issue for you, then you should consider the XT30 Mark II. But as an everyday camera, the plastic build is, well, it is a thing that you can argue with, but for me it's like something I can live with, and it just doesn't bother me that much anymore. When I just first opened the box, and I was like, wow, I thought that at least the top plate will be metal, but it's all plastic. Anyway, I still like this camera, and I will definitely use it for my everyday shots, because I like the mood that you get from the Fuji colors, and especially if you put the GRIIIx 27 2.8 on it, because this lens it has this special way of rendering. It's like a little analog. It's got that diffused look, even if you don't put a diffusion filter on it. and it works really well, and it gives you this nice mood. And if you use the right recipe, or if you want to just play with the post editing, you can achieve great looking moody pictures. And that's actually very important for me, because I'm looking for that film look, that analog vibe to it, because I'm like, too lazy to shoot film, and too poor. So, and if you are a Fuji shooter and if you got the XM5, I suggest you can view my other videos about the Viltrox 15 1.7 and TT Artisan 27 2.8 lenses, which I really recommend for the XM5 as your everyday go-to setup. So these lenses will be the perfect starting combo for the XM5. And of course, this camera is really stylish, and especially if you put the small rig half case on it, it looks great. It handles great, because without the grip or the half case, the camera is really small, and it's kind of a little difficult to hold. So if you get the small rig half case, it really gives you this great ergonomics, and you just appreciate the look of this camera even more. I think they should just sell this camera with the half case. So yeah, that's basically it, and I do recommend this little fun camera if you're looking for an everyday cam for street photography, or for casual family or vacation photography. This one is great, and I really recommend it. But I'm definitely waiting for the Ricoh GR4.